23 children.
Yes, I was about to say.
Ay. But what Kennedy Japan said, did you hear what he said?
I just listened to just a short. It was just a short clip. Wasn't the full interview.
And what did he say about women and children? He said what?
Oh, what I heard was he said nobody should marry like two women because the hell he's going through. That was what I heard.
Well, that statement Kennedy Japan made, you are right, and I played it.
Yes.
But unfortunately, that statement he made, he's making it from a different angle, because Honorable Kennedy Japan is not married to more than one woman.
Oh, really?
No, he's not. He's not. He's a very good friend of mine.
Just one woman, sorry.
Yes.
Really?
Ah, yes.
Okay, so he has baby mamas.
Thank you very much.
Yes, he has baby mamas.
So the hell that he's going through is not. So he's not tried polygamy before. He's not tried it.
So why have baby mamas?
Yes, and I don't know why a lot of people are sending message. Listen to Honorable Kennedy Japan, what he's saying. You see what we are talking about? I said, no, listen to what he's saying very well. His own is not about polygamy. It's not about polygamy. Well, this is one of the shortest one.
I won't say many women, but being around, because if not, you might, when you get to a certain stage in life, you might think, oh, you've left something behind and you want to go back and anew. But now I sit here freely and tell you because
you've seen it all.
Yeah.
Would you advise men, young men?
No, I won't let you go.
Why?
So, if you know the problems I go through every month, I tell my son and my nephew, you guys have to be careful. And they are not lucky. They don't talk to me.
All right, so that is what Honorable Kennedy Japan meant to us, that for having many children, what he goes through every month. And he's right, because the budget to take care of 23 children is a whole state budget. And he's making sure that all the children will have better education. And that is right for him. And I won't challenge him for that. But I'll challenge him when it comes to multiple women, when it comes to polygamy, because almost all the women that Honorable Kennedy Japan has had children with, some are married. Some have gone ahead to go and marry other men, like Adwoa Safo. Honorable Adwoa Safo is married now, even though has 2 children with Honorable Kennedy Japan. So the issue of Honorable Kennedy Japan's statement is about what he's going through in making sure that the children will have a better education and have a standard in life so that they'll become somebody. Today, he might be going through a lot and saying he's not good. But if all these children, the 23 children that he's taking care of, will sincerely put their hands on deck and become something in future, we will have a force to reckon with when it comes to the Ejipons. I'm telling you, Abna, because if one man can produce 23 children, it means that he's having 23 in-laws. If he decides to produce 5 children each, multiply 5 by 23. Honorable Kennedy Japan is a whole community.
Sure.
And if he's able to make sure that all these children will be good, lawyers, teachers, mechanics, centrists, if every profession, he gets one out of them, Honorable Kennedy Japan is a great giant to be reckoned with in this part of our world.
Yeah.
And the plans he's having, he's really pushing to take care of all of them. I remember last 2 years or so, during the Thanksgiving, he brought all the girls to his house and said he was going to cook for them to eat on the Thanksgiving day. And he did. And brought them to come and learn how to cook, because he told them he's not ready to hear anybody has been married and been brought back to his house. He's doing the best. When your mother comes to interfere in how he wants to bring you up, he forces your mother to leave or neglects you. And I like his principle. He's married to just one woman, as far as we are concerned. And he tells me, this is the woman that if he dies today, where they bury him, they should bury the wife. That's what he told me. He said it to me. Wow. That among all women that he has gone around with, this is the woman that is so sweet, understanding, respectful. And when you meet Auntie Christy, You will clap your hands for her. Very accommodating. She has heart and she's a woman.
Yeah.
She's a woman. It's not everything we can say on social media. But I'm telling you that if I have encountered her several times, that woman will not see your phone call and will not return. If she's talking as if she's losing her voice, regardless of who you are. When she's talking to you as if she's losing, one said, I'm sorry, I'm talking about the wife of Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, but you've not met her. If you meet the wife, you will understand why Honorable Kennedy Agyapong is still bold in town. And she's not an ugly woman. She's not an ugly woman. So that you say that no. And she's not a novice. She's not like she doesn't know what time is it, what is happening around. No. She's so smart. Thank you. She's so smart. She's so smart to know that if Abna, you come around and you are going out with the husband, she's smart to notice. Yeah. But she's slow to anger. Unfortunately for us, this is what most of us are missing. We are missing it. Well, so the statement from Honorable Kennedy Agyapong is not to debunk polygamy, but he's saying having children like he's done round everywhere, he's believing that is putting a strain on him. And I say yes, because even the fewer ones we have, those of us who are managing 9, 6, and 5, we have a challenge because we want the children to become okay. But like I say every day, never spend all you have to take care of your children. Let them get a starter, but have a life to live. So the statement going around, listen to my conversation. Is it about more wives for men, or is it about every woman having a husband? Think and be fair. Being a second, third, last wife doesn't really matter. A wife is a wife. A wife is a wife. Oh.
Exactly.
Whether you are the third wife, oh my dear, who is a wife? The important thing is that, are you a wife? Yeah, you're one dear. And like I said yesterday, the 9 category of women in the life of every man: the girlfriend, the sex mate, the baby mama, the side chick, the mother, the sisters, the cousins, the female cousins, the sisters-in-law, and the wife. The most important person that can easily be introduced without confusion and any misunderstanding is the wife. So you can be a side chick, you can be a baby mama, but your position is not advertised. Your position, you cannot be introduced in public. The child can be introduced, but bringing you into the conversation is not very important. So I talk of the children I have. I don't talk of their mothers. It doesn't mean they are irrelevant. But some are married to other very giant men who are doing well with the women that we never got opportunity to marry because we didn't have what it takes to marry them. But some men have come to take them up. And the men are giving us respect because even though they are married to our baby mamas, our children are not part of their burden.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. I mean, and anytime any of my baby mamas will want to visit me at home or visit the children at home. Of
how many baby mamas do you have?
Oh, as we are counting, I've sent a message to you. I've inboxed the number to you, my dear. You want to be sure, so I've inboxed it to you. Abna wants to know. Abna wants to know.
Hey.
Abna, I love your age. I love your age. Abna, it's pleasurable. It's pleasurable. I wish my first daughter is already 35. It's so painful, so painful, so painful. So what I'm saying is that don't treat your baby mamas just anyhow. And I've told the young girls coming up, the generation that are coming up, it's better for you to set up an account for your unborn child. Because Abner, as we speak, for example, if I should have a child with you, I'm looking at doing my best, but I'm looking at you doing your best as well. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it makes no sense when I have a child with you and you come and drop the child at our gate and say, "Oh, you school fees." I pray to God I don't meet any lady of that time. No, I rather want to find a lady who will spend and will ask me to reimburse. I want to hear that. So I don't want a liability in the name of love.
Yeah, it's true.
No, I don't want a liability. I don't want not even a wife as a liability. Because you see, the virtuous woman is a businesswoman. Bible says that her hands find works to do like a merchandise ships. She sees a field and she buys it. So if your wife is not business oriented, divorce her.
Can you please come again?
If your wife is not business oriented, divorce her.
Why?
What does it take to be
a career woman?
But if you're a career woman, you are business oriented.
Okay.
That's it. If you're a career woman, you're still business oriented. What I mean is that where a wife have decided that I just want to be my corner, my husband has. I mean, if you marry your house, you become old faster. Because a housewife is a woman who is married to the house.
I saw Shenkwalano.
Enkwala share nya juma o.
Juma o counselor.
David.
What if you Shenkwala?
David nya juma. Ma be nya juma. Se obi hwe oba mawa juma. Se wa wo hwe oba enya juma. Man, what you say? If you engage the services of a babysitter, then it's work. But if you are taking care of your own children, it's not work. Do you get it?
I get it.
Yes. So, pay me because I'm taking care of the children. No. If you are getting the services of a babysitter, congratulations. But if you, who came to breastfeed your child for you? Who did?
Nobody.
Why didn't you give your child for breastfeeding? Because you think that it is service.
No, it's a must.
If your children go wayward, who they blame?
The woman.
So what are we talking about? So that mentality that we are also working and you should pay us every month because we are running a duty, what are you talking about? The duty of a wife, the submission is accountability. I am providing and you are making, that is why God made you the one who multiplies everything I provide. I give you sperm, you give me a child, I give you ingredients, groceries, you give me food. Anything I give you, you multiply. So women, don't reduce yourself to the act that everything I do, you got to pay me so that I become who I'm supposed to be. Don't do it. Don't lose your value. Don't lose your value. I don't support empowering women and people don't understand me. What do you call empowering women? Women naturally were created as an empowered speech. You are too powerful. You are too noticeable. A woman will not pass without being noticed. So what are we talking about that we need to empower you for? What? What are we empowering you for? What are we empowering you for? For what? What business? You are bigger than whatever we want to push you to do. So for me,
but sometimes we need the push.
Push for what?
Maybe you want to set up a business, you don't have the capacity, your husband has that. He has to support you.
Naturally, once you are talking about a husband, you have a support already. It is left with how to access it. Most of you are arrogant. establishing a business for a wife is not part of the rules of being a wife. So most of you don't even know how to request. You think it's your right. That's the problem we have. That's why most side chicks are more respectful than wives. And the level of prayer wives are praying against husbands.
That's why.
Come again.
When the side chicks get to the level of being wives, they also misbehave.
That's what I'm saying. That good. We understand that one. But I'm saying that women too are there and they are very respectful. I say every day that I look, I will always say it. And you can be angry, you can be jealous about it. But if my senior wife is so respectful that her level of intelligence, she's more intelligent than me. I say it every day. I'm proud to say it. My senior wife is more intelligent than me. So if you think that Charlie Council are doing a shackle, then when you meet my wife, you think, wow. So people say, oh, by the for wife, me so for my very intelligent, but still respectful. Very beautiful, but still respectful. She takes orders. She doesn't talk back. She doesn't talk back. So whatever I can give her what should give me comfort, and I don't mind. That's the issue. The problem is about I am your wife, and because I'm your wife, you got to do this for me. Who told you that buying a car for a woman is part of marriage? Yeah, Charlie. Where is it written?
Spice to the marriage.
Who told you I want to spice the marriage?
Oh.
The biggest spice to a marriage is when you are submissive. When you are adoring me as your king, not because you are a queen, but because you are a slave. So you see, the reasons why you cannot accommodate another woman is because you yourself, you have not understood what it means to be a wife. I'm saying, whether you are a second wife, the last wife, the first wife, a wife is a wife. But what are the advantages and disadvantages of being a first wife or a second wife? So Abner, I hope you've got a lot of messages that has come. And if you can access them from the beginning for me, if you can scroll for me, let's start reading and let's get opinions from people. Definition, what are some of the advantages and disadvantages of being a second wife or a first wife? Because don't think that it's only a first wife. Never think that it is only a first wife that has freedom in mind. Or second wives have problem. There are first wives who are suffering because they brought a second wife. Well, we know in this country, where we went to parliament and the honorable speaker introduced the senior wife of Bawumia instead of the junior wife. You've forgotten in this country? And people are asking, why is Saria Bawumia everywhere and the senior wife is nowhere to be found? So we have trophy wives. We have trophy wives.
Yeah.
But have you heard of two? And I'm saying that something happened in Kumasi and it's a historic event. At the funeral ceremony of Chairman Wuntumi's mother, the two wives came together and they performed the wifeship rites together. They didn't separate themselves. The two wives came together and they came to present the things that were supposed to present to the family. They didn't come to fight at the. I mean, if you
because they understand each other.
That because yesterday we were speaking, and I think today Abby will come around to us to continue. Yesterday, Abigail's conversation we were having, whatever the man Abigail has found is doing in her life, it's not affecting the house. So what is your problem? What is your problem? Like Abner said yesterday, I want accommodator in my house. So Abner, do you have a house? Do you have a house?
I don't have a house.
So your husband is accommodating you. And if your husband brings a second woman and says this is where she's supposed to live, you cannot live with her? Can't you make the second wife the house help for the house? Don't you want to become a madam? Are you not ready to be a madam? Be a sister. I thought you before you say you are in sisterhood. Are you happy the way a beautiful girl is walking in town without a husband?
Hey, counselor, what's this thing on us?
Why are you wicked like that? See all these girls walking in town with no husband. And the chick of it, when you hear they are going out with your husband, you want to curse them. Remember.
Oh no, for the cursing, the woman has done nothing. If your husband is cheating with someone, why do you have to attack the lady? The lady has done nothing to you. Deal with your husband and leave the woman out.
No, but in my first place, what are you dealing with me for?
Oh, I'll ask you some few questions.
Are you serious? When I'm going out with a lady, you come and ask me questions.
I'll ask you why.
Are you serious?
What's the purpose?
Are you serious? And if I tell you the purpose, are you ready to? Can you understand? Can you stand the purpose?
I'll stand it. Yes.
Ah, what is that? So what is your reason for trying to know why I'm going out with somebody?
I want to know why you are doing it.
What is your for what? What do you get from it?
So that I'll have closure.
Closure for what?
Closure for knowing why you are doing it.
You're not serious. Keep your open. You don't have any closure. Charlie, you see, you venture into areas that are not foul. Things that are not very relevant. Debbie, fashion, but don't go and I ask people, you go and read my messages, you want to see who is chatting me for what? Okay, now you get to know that there's a lady in my life. What next? Are you ready to go to your father's house?
Oh my goodness. No.
So what is the essence?
Oh, so that I also know how to move around.
But you're already moving around. Who has stopped you from? No, who has stopped you from moving around?
Oh, I see.
Look, no man cheats with a woman that is equally the same like the wife. No man. No man. If you follow to go and look for the lady sleeping with your husband, cheating with your husband, you'll be surprised that it is not something closer to you. And you will clap your hands for yourself. Why would your husband sleep with the house help? The house help you disguise. You disguise a lot. You say silly things about her. I feel sad when I hear a fellow woman addressing a maid servant as nasty, but you allow such maid servant to cook for your husband.
How will you even say that?
I feel sad when I go to a home and the madam is addressing the house help as if she's nothing. But this house help is walking around the house, and this is what you bring to your husband to see. A woman said, if you make her beautiful, my husband will chop. Are you normal? Are you normal? Is everything okay with you? What's your problem? So you want the lady to look ugly. Don't wear skirts. Don't wear trousers. Wear this jarabia. Wear shatadia tinti way. Shana sit and go. Dawo. Say sana ye mo abje. Mo mwanya kotida. Sana mo ge. You hear silly instructions. Dawo fia shedemu mempie. Who said that about Saswa? Who said about Opakwa 7? Who said that about? Who said that about Kosha with them? But go back and read scriptures. When Jacob married Rachel, and then they went married Leah, and they gave Rachel as an addition. They added the maid servant. And when children were not coming, they gave the maid servant to Jacob to chop. How can you be a maid servant in the house of a rich man called Counselor Luttrot? And all of a sudden, you go on the street for a dog chain guy to impregnate you for me to pay the fees of that child. Media me agree. There is a prominent minister of state in one of the countries that you might know one day. The mother was a maid servant in the house of a certain rich politician in our world. When they impregnated the mother, they said yechikra yechiwadie and on royal family and what and they left the girl. The boy grew up to age 21 and they came back for their thing. Today he's a big minister of state determining the nation's way of living. Look, there's a lady right now who is is a citizen of America by virtue of the child. A certain big man impregnated her, and the big man allowed her to come and deliver here. So they have 2 children. Are you aware that out of the 2 children she has here, they've been able to file for the other 3 children of the woman who is insulting her? Now the woman who is insulting her, her daughter is 21 and want to file for her to come and join her in America. Mango. Polygamy is not a man having multiple wives, but it is the blessing of every woman having at least a husband. Open your heart. You are too stingy with your husband. What is it? Obi ye ahia no di. Ahia na ge yi di. Now papa you cry no di. Every 2 weeks odi baako.
Counselor, so based on what you are saying, I'll ask this question for a friend. Many Madam Fu, you are ne ex Hawari. And I was seeing the ex.
Thank you.
Our friend say, ne you na Hawari no. On like the way I know Bemano, any G and Pema go no. And that's how ne you know, Emano. Because the libido from the sexual libido from and you know the ex no you're Muslim is or that can ama what no I can hear one because no few send on in it one none any j and one pim on any compliment on your satisfaction money what on into no better ama now no I can hear one. And a madam for no say, oh, yeah, you just say, oh, yeah,
the first place, TMT, or young Kono, a brand Hiano because of a sexual satisfaction.
Yeah,
said you're here, or Pobia Dina and Yagi, and Tonko Bani Dina and Inji. Now, so also saw Bema, where Bema Bakwa, Obi Obia Dasa 17 years on Wallen. Obi Diobi Kru 17 years, 20 years. On Wale.
Counselor,
yeah.
If you saw them, I say, only chimp now. Even so, I have Bonica see.
A home command the Edin, one a year Bonnier drew, Mammy, 1 year Bonnier drew. Or no year Bonnier drew to walk. Or see your baby or new big crew debian and your bonnet, a shida, and ya do much idea. Catch yourself. Yemen soon your jazz here. Yeah, the buy. And now buy a number. Na brabo nyina ye basa ni kunu weja ne nkwala yi papa obi kunu yo ba na brabo mi amase sia ne kasa asesa ne nyame soma asesa
yeah enja de no
yi se si osum nyame yie on kase ntia nyankopon bio mo dia bo kra ne mo nyame sum adren
no listen maybe advice am demanding
obi di kunu kakra na ye den
ankoma abante ne nware
no na me say
honestly, say of person on the impima on Kawari Yanana. Bibiako ye man,
David, there's Sakasa Munjaka. The Abrantian come, and Yanu crack. Lady Libido be a uniform. Wafi a chedada or petredad.
Okay.
Like I said, the phone. Adia need there where just said no. Get you away.
My friend, no worry.
Adia where Joe be on the fire. I will share about 20 Ghana. Cause we had the other money 20 Ghana, then you kick out. And now while you're not branching in here. Na die bi ya mi do miniba. All we are getting any day. Abana kan messages mam na nkofo trust am mo ngwafu.
Listen, for drama, they say, need the stray bullet na EGB.
Ya stray bullet proof.
He's fine.
Now got some your back.
Until wives start feeling side chicks and adulterous husbands, then both parties will learn a lesson. Obinso say, can you please give us a quotation? Quotation of what, please?
And what question is it about side chicks having the grace of God?
Please let us know.
Ask your question and answer. I'll give you all the scriptures you want. I'll give you scriptures.
Counselor, please answer one question. Okay, concerning polygamy and our worker. And then a bit mama or bema, I'll call your back for the camera.
As a man and dog, it will be our level.
Who claim man off the streets?
Yes, Massa.
We are helping them to get their own husband. That's not funny, oh.
Bema, it is not about a man having many wives, so it's about every woman at least having a husband. That's what we're talking about.
We say, nice way of justifying men's misconduct. This world is not centered on how we feel always. I agree.
Which one is the misconduct? No. No. If you tell me that sleeping with a woman is misconduct, you are defaming and reducing women to objects. Do you know what it takes to have sexual intercourse with a woman? Have you read it before? Nobody has stopped you from cheating. I told you there are 3 forms of polygamy. A woman can marry more than one man. So nobody is stopping you. That's what you're learning from the school of marriage and relationship.
A woman can marry more than.
Oh yes.
2 men.
Yes. Do you have pen? Do you have a pen to write?
Be agreed in the very beginning of marriage, not when anyone feels like.
No, it's not true. It's not true because listen to me. On the journey of marriage, if we want to write everything down, then we'll divorce our wives. And I'm saying, in the journey of marriage, anything can happen.
And so say happiness the war, but just walk out.
And if you are going, who are stopping from going? Go. Who loses?
Go then.
No, but who lose? If you leave me, I go to marry a tree. If you leave me, I go to marry your mother or your father.
Definitely get one who will not marry 2 men.
Oh, you are deceiving yourself. But immediately you leave me and go, you are an ex-wife. So somebody is marrying somebody's ex-wife. So this is our discussion. Abna, thank you. This is our discussion. What are the advantages and disadvantages of being a first wife and a second wife? Why would a man maltreat a first wife because of a second wife?
Based on the issue of movies, first wife, second wife is back and now their man first wife is the why that the concentration now for second wife is so back at one of
now him sana what him sana hear the ekede dey hear dem
meaning sound the issue of movies is say about the one also to be for your back and in it to them man how do you or back and in so
enya no kre ene ye dada mo enya no kre matena konwa ho matena eduro dan mu abre uni obi akunu ba ho a enche no na ne yakeka no de adigi be ma unu de adigi be ma eyentro na gabra de do na jim be ma ka se agi ukunu dara obi di ukunu nam obi di oyire nam ye ne nam a enya wunti ne beje no ono ani susum e wo fom ti ne age no enya wo
me dem ma obi an power no financially
Yes, then you walk out. And then the
Oh, na then our friend Jimmy no. Mesramo. Embe kuo mesramo then your friend Jimmy no. What's your crew Jimmy? Then your friend Jimmy. Then your friend Jimmy.
Unless say me who say problem be or problem no mean to me and one me name anyway. And me penny send me go worry about from me coming.
Now one they see a bizarre permission.
It's me satisfying a year near day.
Mammy. Oi ma. Oi ma mesre wo. Why they say wo satisfy ukunu yi? Why they can't say I don't know once
me myself.
Who don't know once you? You're only tickling yourself to laugh. That you are satisfying your husband. It's a tickling and laughing mentality.
Say counselor, what worry I new counselor? I'll be son and say, like, are you okay with you?
No, but when your husband tell you the truth, you. If your husband tells you, say, "What will you be happy?"
Oh, I'll be happy. I'll learn.
We are not fools. We won't tell you. But listen to me, that thing you people say, I don't understand you. If you leave the marriage, do you think we will lose?
Nobody will lose.
Don't say nobody will lose. Oh. So if nobody will lose, why are you leaving the marriage?
I said,
what is not easy? What is the disadvantage of being a first wife when they bring a second wife? What is the disadvantage? Yes.
Some of the issues, they are very heartbreaking.
In what way?
Easy.
In what way? How did they become heartbreaking?
Me say na me mommy. They be not seeing it so because na me papa cheating.
Now papa do papa no do mommy cut in cheating. Then no. Oh yeah, only a day, Mr. My sister knew me, my sister knew there a year only a day.
Send me home, mommy say. It's so because me papa and snappy on
or snappy at the day. There is or snappy at the day. Obe so ma wo fufu. Obe fufu. Obe sinyama. Obe penti. Then obe no on snappy at the day.
As a husband, so I want to my son snappy.
One I can't say. No, one I can't say. Says who? Says, no, so they have lied to you. The fact is that a husband is a man who is married to a woman as a wife. That makes him a husband. Sitting home is not part of being a husband.
Or change you, yes, and men shall carry, we shall carry, we are any kind of share, any kind of shall carry with the P. Yemfa 19 P and next door a neighbor P. Yemfa 19 shankles and coassing. On a natural Miss Haddy now. Miss McCaw, sorry, who say, while we're now for a chair, Miss say, or Sunday school say, me can't call up myself. So while we're now for you, child, bonnie. So yes, adultery, yeah, bonnie. And you know, now, yeah, Mimi who is our yeah, bonnie.
Charity begins where?
At home.
Is it at church?
No, at home.
So what your father is teaching and what the church is teaching, which one is better?
So you're confusing us.
Don't be confused. Study and show yourself approved. Yes, let's learn. Let's learn. Yes, sir.
Every woman has to marry. It's when you're about to be joining now. But probably 5 team in just
no, that's why I'm saying that. No, it's because you're a man.
I just am a man. I don't know best man. I just have best man. Yeah, man. Miss Rowe. You may focus. Listen, every woman has to marry.
So everyone has to marry. No man to come to the man. Young day. Young family.
Okay, Maunya, Banco,